Since the news that Patience Jonathan, the ex-First Lady of Nigeria, kept 15 of her staff members in prison since 2019 till date, a lot of people have been reacting. In fact, a lot of people have been reacting with anger because how do you explain such inhuman treatment? You did not allow the case to be taken to court for the justice system, to decide whether these people are guilty or not. But you decided to put the laws into your hands because you think that you are high and mighty, you have a power, you have what it takes, to be able to command these prison officials to do what you ask. Whereas, I think that these prison officers should also be punished because are they getting their orders from their superiors, or they are getting their orders from the ex-First Lady of Nigeria, Patience Jonathan? Anyway, I have a video up. I don't know if I'm going to post that one before this. I already have a video recorded of how Patience Jonathan has called for a meeting with these prison officials in Yenagua. The discussions that occurred at the meeting, we do not have, idea of what was discussed at the meeting. We do not know what has been discussed, but, it's just, I'm just thinking, I'm presuming that she probably thought that the news was leaked from within. Maybe she's just trying to make sure that no further leaks happen, because this is not the first time that we are getting to find this out. And I think the news was first reported 2 years ago. And now we are still getting to find out that these people are still in prison and has not been released. The case have not been charged to court. Nothing has been done. These people are just rotting in jail. But anyway, we are here today because a 90-year-old woman is crying out to Patience Jonathan to release her daughter so that her daughter will be able to take care of her. Can you imagine the agony, the fear, the uncertainty that the families of these 15 individuals have been in since they have been arrested? Can you imagine? Anyway, guys, before we delve right into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button down below. Also, leave your opinions in the comments section below. Don't forget to give this video a massive thumbs up. That way we're encouraged to put out more reliable and authentic news. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. The elderly woman whose health is visibly failing broke down in tears as she lamented her current state of hunger, neglect, and isolation. In a recent heartbreaking video that was shared by Sarah reporters, a frail 90-year-old woman has made a tearful appeal to former First Lady Patience Jonathan, pleading for the release of her daughter, Deborah Erema, who has been unjustly detained for more than 5 years. The elderly woman, whose health is visibly failing, broke down in tears as she lamented her current state of hunger, neglect, and isolation. She said, and I quote, "Nobody go give me food. Now only her they give me. I don't have anybody. I just go beg. I am now a beggar. See me as I did now," she said in the emotional footage. "Please release my daughter. Make she go find food for me. Now she they give me food. I don't beg tire. I don't tire. Make una leave my pikin for me. If I die now, who go bury me? Now only her I get." Her daughter, Deborah Erema, has been in detention alongside 14 others since 2019, following accusations of jewelry thefts made by Dame Patience Jonathan, wife of former President Goodluck Jonathan. Deborah Erema and the other accused, mostly domestic staff who worked for the Jonathans, were arrested in connection to the alleged theft of jewelry belonging to the former First Lady. Despite spending more than 5 years behind bars, they have not been convicted in any court of law, Sarah Reporters has learned. The list of detainees include Williams Alami, Vincent Olabi, Ebuka Cosmos, John Dasse, Tamuno Okoro, Abaku, Shahabi Lima, Emmanuel Aginwa, Precious Kingsley, Tamuno Siki Asheshe, Salome Wareboka, Sunday Reginald, Boma Oba, Vivian Good, and Emeka Benson. These individuals have remained cut off from their families, careers, and lives, all under the shadow of unproven allegations orchestrated by someone who once held sway at the highest levels of Nigerian power. The unjust detention has already cost Deborah dearly. Her daughter, who had been single-handedly caring for her aged grandmother, died recently after a prolonged illness. She had so much to carry. She was a single mother with 2 or 3 kids, the burden of taking care of her children, a sick grandmother, and worrying about her mother in prison was just too much, a source familiar with the situation told Sarah reporters. She eventually fell ill and died. It was a slow, painful death, worsened by the hopelessness of it all. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. What do you all think of this? Before we go, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. Abdulkabi Ibrahim says, this woman, Patience Jonathan, she is heartless. What is jewelry that could have made her to detain a domestic staff for 6 years? This is very inhuman. Who asked you and your husband to return the billions of naira you and your husband stole from our commonwealth? Please release the innocent workers. The same Patience Jonathan, have you guys forgotten of how, after they left the government, we started hearing of reports of how she was conniving. She connived at the time with Dasuki to steal money that has been returned, not money that was previously looted by Abacha during his regime, that was returned to Nigeria, money that was supposed to go for, buying weapons for the Nigerian military, was re-embezzled. There were allegations at the time that she was even the one giving orders, that she was the one running the government at the time. All of the monies that she and her husband stole when they were in government, who asked them for the money? How many prison time have they spent because of the stolen funds and the corruption that happened during her husband's regime? But now they can send people to prison just because of allegations of stealing jewelry, because it has not been verified. There are no evidence to the effect that these people are actually guilty of what they are being accused of. Anyway, guys, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. Another person by the name Oloyede says, Mommy, Patience Jonathan, I don't want to believe that what I read is true. If truly you kept people in a facility for such a long period, remember the word of God. Leave them and let God judge. God has blessed you beyond that level. Ibitoye Oluwafemi says, I never thought such wicked acts could ever come from the wife of a man Nigeria voted for. Philip Igboba says, Mommy Patience, I joined the families of elderly Baba and Mama to beg you, please release them. Remember that you said in your days of trial that there is God that same God is watching you now. Forget the rubbish that comes out from the mouths of some women who always feel that they must not be controlled by men. Even God gave man the power to have control over his wife. When you cannot control your wife, any wrong she does outside will come back to rub against your name. Na so it be. Kunle Abiri says, this is wickedness. People in detention without trial, prison sentence without a court. They are suspects and not yet convicted, and therefore wickedness. Will they be in detention forever? But the issue is, if some of them are innocent of the theft, will she have the resources to pay for damages and unlawful acts? I think this is a prime time for professional lawyers to do something. Activists, all of those activists, please do something for these people, for the sake of their families. Mercy Grace says, absolute power corrupts absolutely. God in his mercy magnanimously sets you and your husband on the highest seat in Nigeria with over 200 million souls. Yaradua was not so fortunate. Easily you came in. Now see the relics of your abuse of power on low-grade people. Even if they are guilty, can they be forgiven? After all, the jury was bought with Nigerians' money. When the world befits them, they turn themselves into God. Let's have your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching, guys. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.